Well, we've just knocked the most well-known expert to a baby's mind. So now it's time for us to get going on the tram. It's time for us to go back. Oh, what, he's waking up then. I would skip it, but it's nice. The view's just nice. Where do we have to go? Wait for the activation.
The blood flies need some fresh meat, and they're going to get it.
What's... Oh, it's... I was right.
You did it. How is he?
He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
Yes, go back.
Let's go then.
I'm selling the non-lethal because I killed one, so the clockwork gnomes and the result, my detection was like, wow. But that's okay. I'm okay with detection. And a really low lethality I'm also okay with. Because, like, the deaths I've been getting is not really much you can do about them, because a lot of the time it's not me. Oh my god. Oh, so she didn't notice me. Oh.
The void, but somehow different this time.
We're gonna meet Delilah, aren't we?
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you.
Oh.
But
In a way, I
when I
expected
was
this.
young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Coldwyn had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I told you, when you're older, perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine's younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Disney is, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
No, it just fell off. I'm surprised. This is LSP.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled.
Yeah.
My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
It's your own fault.
I didn't bring it.
Would you like to tell me what happened?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessie, what is your account?
It was her. Delilah's line. She broke it.
Finally. I thought there was going to be nothing.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah. Continue.
When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal.
Yeah, 'cause
His
you found out he's
mind
pretty okay.
shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued, he doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
Well, that's through the electro shock machine. This, so I mean, it basically makes him brain dead. It's sad.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.
Cool. Oh, cool. So we get that as like a souvenir that we've done the mission. A travel log. Always do that, I think. That'll help. And powers. How much? 7? I forgot. So the what? Nah, don't really keep bothered about the lance. Domino might be pretty useful. What's that? Quick release action, slow time, briefly when enemy spatcher. Rapid sprint allows you to escape after slightly faster than corner, jump further, rush engaged. Shadow kill. You can craft runes by expanding a significant amount. Or sacrifice existing runes to gain a significant amount of it. Wow. I was wanting to really use that, but not right now, because I know I'm not going to get that or that, because that's all melee ability stuff. What's this? Health. Mind. Like, I want them, but I won't use to pull enemies. Actually, that might be useful against the clockwork gnomes. Clockwork, not gnomes. Oh, what's it called now? Whatever. It's nice to uncap, please. Oh. Move faster and stealthier. That might be useful. I get Domino right now. And I get Runecraft in it. I do. What's this one? Traits in G. Use the same trait up to 4 times because you're crafting bone charms. When crafting new bone charms, it is possible to use the same trait up to 4 times across all your bone charms. Also, basically, oh, that'll be useful later, but right now I'll just get them. Let's see. Whoa! What are your traits? Oh, so you be. Oh, wow. Since I know I'm not gonna. I can't even learn the traits. I won't do anything just yet. As I don't plan on. And that. Yes, I've done that. I'll look around and see what there's. Thank you. Megan, it's something I should say to your face, but that's hard for me. Thank you for what you did to bring Anton back. Okay, yeah. And you said that anything new? Was there anything else here?
Jindosh wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost.
Oh, so he's
clever man.
Not clever enough. What's wrong with people like that?
A restless mind and an empty heart, perhaps. Jindosh would have snuffed me out as soon as he got bored. I appreciate what Emily did for me, freeing me from that place.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try. You kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now.
Let's start the briefing.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of?
or what she's up to.
Is that a time travel device I seen?
There's a spark in your eyes. Something other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened.
It'll be good to see the Royal Conservatory, even if it's closed to the public. I have trouble remembering my mother's face sometimes. But there might be some resemblance.
Hated from memory. While trying to learn more about what the Duke of Sarkonos was up to, I began hearing a name I hadn't heard in almost 2 decades. Delilah Copperspoon. We painted together for a time, but her obsession with the occult and the Caldwin family took her out of my circles.
I saw some of her paintings. Beautiful, but somehow sinister.
You knew Delilah? All this time traveling with you and you never mentioned
My
that?
past is none of your business. You don't own everything, Empress.
Another life, another life. Megan came to Karnaca to reinvent herself. Maybe I did as well, but the Duke of Sarkonos had other ideas.
Okay. Oh, that's
One of the more elaborate structures in Karnaca, closed to the public. More of the Duke's questionable rulership.
let's see how the girl's doing. If she's still here, that is. But it's not done yet.
For a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Mister, here we can help. That's how she's doing.
Good to see you're still with us. Thank you for helping, Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
Then we'll have to make sure Duke Luca Abel doesn't overstay his welcome.
Karnaca's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I appreciate your thoughts on the matter, Alexandria.
Decent. Anything around it? Oh, the old gun. Or I could just come back over somewhere and get the mana things. Bit choppy, to be honest. Oh, that looks amazing, that view. Although the water's like, what? It's all I'm sure. Oh, that's just for whatever. Yeah, I will actually do. What's this? I'll do that one just because I know I won't use that. Enemy grenades take slightly long to explode. Yes, won't you use that? Well, not using that only. Enemies miss when fire projectiles will left them. Yes. That's useful, but I'll rather see if I get the thing exploding battles and more down in that area. So I'm going straight to incapacitated to keep that. Sometimes supernatural powers consume no mana, keep that. Drop assassination to restore some health. I'm not going to really use that, but I'll get it anyway. Your crossbow bolts and slight. No, movement is slightly faster with weapon sheath. Keep that. Duelist look bullets packed to slightly. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, so you do get all of them. So, Matt.
What? Lion!
chance of corruption. Okay, I'm not going to do it yet. Then, because I want the club to get the powers of after it, which increases the chance, decreases the chance of getting corruption in. So, what's this do? Movements are not slowed when your weapons are unsheathed. Each clutch, you gain health when inflicting sword damage. No. Move quite fast when weapons. Deal a slow ball inflict quite more damage. Greater capacity. Yeah. There we go.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes.
Yes, let's go.
And that's going to be it for today. Shall it? Yeah, it's just going to be the end of today's episode. Oh crap. As we go into the Road Conservatory. So I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.